Welcome everyone to yet another Tuesday Newsday. And this time around, we might actually have exciting news. And we're also on a hot date, me and Sinzar, because it's just me and him. So this is going to be the best episode ever. I am super stoked.
The one-on-one episodes are always the best.
They are, right? Because like too many people, too many hands. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's the Kurasame episode and Dream abandoned us. How
Yeah.
could he?
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Like, Dream is the biggest Type Zero fan. I think he's literally the biggest Type Zero fan on on this server, easy. But he has
I
never.
think you mean the only Type Zero fan.
Yeah, Demos actually had the same idea in chat. But he has never played Type Zero. That's the best thing. I think that's a bit false. I think he said once he played like the first mission or some shit. I'm not sure. But yeah, it counts like he hasn't really played it. He told me that his big love for Type Zero is because like Ace was one of his first 7 stars or something like that. So it came from there.
Well, that makes sense. There's actually a few units that I really like, even though I didn't play the source game for that exact reason, because I used them early on in Brave Exvius.
Yeah. No, I definitely recognize that. Unfortunately, I do think I have played every game we've ever had a collab with. But yeah, I definitely have favorite units from games I don't like just because they carried me, through early. I think like Final Fantasy 15 is such a great example because like I really didn't enjoy Final Fantasy 15 that much, honestly, but Noctis literally carried me on his strong muscular back like for a full year of old school FFBE. So I love him since
He was strong.
he was very strong, actually. All right, so Kurasame week, but I think Sinzar, we need to talk about the most important change this week, obviously.
The Vermilion flag update.
No. Okay, no, I was actually thinking about the fucking shard dungeon that finally dropped. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that I'd forgotten that existed.
Yeah, it's like nothing you care about. Fucking Mega Whale already have EX3 of all units. Mm-hmm.
No, this is going to give me my Tifa EX3 and her card, which is amazing.
Oof.
It's going to take me the entire 2 weeks. She's exactly 70 away, but she is going to be ready.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool, to be honest. I'm nowhere close. I'm getting EX2 for both my Tifa and Sephiroth in this, and like a ton of more units. I don't even think I can get EX2 for everyone I want, but like Ling is in there. No, sorry, not Ling. Ling is already EX2. Luis. Yeah, a couple more. Cyan, obviously. Let's see. Let's see how many I can squeeze in. I mean, it's only a 6-unit party slot, right?
5.
Oh, it's 5. Oh my god, it's even worse. It's even worse. And 2 of the slots are already completely locked. Damn it. Okay. Interesting. But it's good that we got it. I am a bit happy when that Dream actually was right in his absolute cynicism, where he said that, yeah, it's gonna end up being in the middle of a cow, meaning it's gonna be entirely worthless for most people in getting EX levels to EX2, for instance.
Well, you can use the shard step up to get like Ling and Louise shards, and you could, for example, just use one of the tokens on like Ling or Louise for 20 shards, plus 6 days next week to get 30 more. So that's the equivalent of 1 extra copy if you were only 1 away. So it could help.
True. You can go just really hard on that last day trying to cap as much as you can. True. But it is like most people might be lacking like 50. Although, yeah, like Sky, for instance, there you're screwed. But Ling and Louise is you could do it. Okay, interesting. All right, but I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna be happy because I've been asking for this for such a long time, and I really need to bump a couple of units to EX2, especially Tifa and Sephiroth. They get such a power spike already at EX2, so I really want that, and I want their LBs on turn 1. All right,
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, the 1 slot is for Tifa, but I'm gonna use the other 4 slots pretty much for all global exclusive units.
Yeah,
because they seem to be the ones that get all the love these days, and Clash of Wills is just the morale stuff. So like I'm gonna be putting like Ling. I pulled Napi. I'm going to be putting her in the banner to get her as high as I can. I'm probably going to put Cacteria to try to get her to get EX3, so she can be like my permanent Clash of Wills breaker when I need a dedicated breaker. So that's going to be like my plan.
Those are some big brain plays, actually. I think Acteria is also a great choice just because she is so powerful in the unit and has great breaks, so she can sit in Clash of Wills. But yeah, I think that's a solid strategy, really. Like, EX levels are super important for global exclusive units, especially those that you will be bringing to Clash of Wills. So I think if you have Louise and Ling, for instance, or even if you have Bulwark and Kresnik, I guess, you should be, and Sky, these units you should be aiming to get as high as possible. Even if it means you might not be able to pick them up this round, you should still run the Shard Dungeon anyway to just like keep them in the loop, I guess. But yeah, so the banner. Let's talk about the banner instead of old units. You said it already. It's the Kurasame banner, the Ice Reaper Kurasame. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Like maybe the weebs in the chat are gonna correct me now.
Yeah, he's in my opinion, boring, just like Cyan. But then again, Sephiroth and Tifa, you could say the same thing. They're all just boring. They do what they do. They do what they do effectively. It's just not very interesting. They use their LB, hit the boss, the end. That's the entire play style.
Right. And he is a super limit burst unit, so that's like comparison with Cyan seems very apt. I think like they are also mirrors, right? Like Kurasame is going to be stronger because we think he's going to have more passives than Cyan, but otherwise, yeah. Is he hybrid?
No, he's not. He's we don't know for sure, but like the speculation is just like Neovision's Physalis. We think that during the design process, he was going to be hybrid, and his kit and STMR and TMR was designed with that in mind. But at the last minute, they decided, no, we realize hybrids are simply not good in Brave Exvius. We're making him a pure class, and he's only pure physical.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I was thinking like his STMR, for instance, that gives attack and magic 70. It also gives a flat attack and magic by 400. So I was thinking, yeah, this would make sense if, like Ace or Realm got an NVA and they could use the same buff, but they can't. Like, we are actually getting 3 physical units on this banner. I'm going to get to the other 2 soon. But Sinzar,
Yeah,
do you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like his kit, even his Neovision's kit, he's got 200% magic passive, 200% magic true double hand, and these do absolutely nothing at all. Like, he was very clearly designed from the start as a hybrid unit, and they changed directions at the last minute.
Yeah, they probably realized, oh wait, nobody uses hybrids, and then they changed direction. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm gonna be honest. I actually enjoy the hybrid unit type, and I think it's a shame that we don't really have like a lot of content to use them in. I think a GLEX unit could be a hybrid because Clash of Wills doesn't matter. You could be a hybrid in Clash of Wills. That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We're not getting that, I guess. So do you have Kurasame on JP?
I do not. I didn't pull for him, and I have not off banner. Like, I have Science, so I have a unit that does the same thing, different element. But so I'm familiar with the playstyle and all, but I do not have Kurasame. I have not gotten him.
And he definitely seems very similar to like not a carbon copy, I guess, because like some of these abilities Cyan doesn't have. But I'm assuming when people say he's Ice Cyan, they mean that he's an SLB unit, and you hit the boss really hard with your LB once every 3rd turn.
Yeah, like he's got chains the same way as Cyan technically has chains, but they do like 2% damage compared to the LB turn. So it's like, does it really matter?
Exactly.
But he does have them.
Yeah. No, I mean, and they are nice flavor there. They are nice for when you're doing, I don't know, raids or stuff like that, where you actually want a chain. I don't know why, but you might. Does Kurasame start with a full LB or something like that? Does he have something like that?
In JP, he starts with a full LB at EX2. It's one of his EX2 buffs that we don't know if Global is going to give us or not.
Right.
But he does start at full LB. And also, the SLBs, when they charge, just universal to every SLB unit. That also auto-fills it to max no matter where you are currently on the page.
Once you hit the SLB charge turn, you're going to get your LB.
Yes.
All right. But yeah, so I guess not much to say. It is Ice Cyan, or I guess Cyan is maybe Earth Kurasame, since Kurasame is probably going to do more damage, is what we think.
And just to clarify for listeners, although we are being a little harsh to Kurasame, he is still very potent at his one role, which is an ice finisher. Like, he is going to hit very, very hard as a finisher ice damage. So he is good at what he does. We're just not happy that it's so one-dimensional and so limited.
Yeah, very good clarification. And just again to add, he is gonna do more damage than Cyan. He might not reach, like, I don't know how it is in JP, but he might not reach Sephiroth Tifa levels of burst. But of course, they can't do that on ice. So
Yes, exactly.
all right, all right. And then we have two NVAs. We actually have the one of the oldest units in the universe. It's actually Queen. And she is an SLB unit. I did not know NVAs could be SLB units.
Oh yeah, that's very common going forward.
Really? Oh my, okay. Very interesting. So is she also an LB finisher then, I guess?
Pretty much. Same exact category. Or same thing as Kurasame. She has chain. She's got her old kit. She can chain for just basically irrelevant damage on off turns, and then when her SLB is ready, she does good finishing damage. Obviously a whole lot less than Kurasame because Neo Vision's Awakening also lower modifiers. I think her LB at SLB is 230x. Kurasame is 300x baseline. So about, like, I don't know, 60% of Kurasame's modifier or something.
All right.
But yeah, she just really can't hold a candle to all the modern day units. But
and we've had so many lately, right? Like we've had a lot of units lately that really burst hard. I mean, not just the standard units you've seen in JP, but also we've gotten Sky on our end, for instance. So it's exactly. Really expanding. Interesting.
So it's kind of a weird situation because she's an old unit that has not even been in the pool at all for the last 2 years. So anyone that has 7 copies of her or something, that means they have them from the previous 3 years of the game. Yeah. They have not pulled her in the last 2 years. So this is like a 3+ year veteran that also doesn't have the long list of units better than her. So like she's in this place that no one's really going to be using her unless they're either a diehard Queen fan or they're doing the Chronicle battle. Now, for the Chronicle battle, she's going to be incredibly good.
Yeah, do we have any diehard Queen fans in the chat? Like either the band or the unit?
I've heard that Kamikiro is a big Queen fan, the YouTuber, and then also I've heard that Cyan Knight is a big Queen fan. He's a streamer. Really? But other than those two, I'm not sure.
All right. Well, I mean, we have a lot of band fans, at least it seems. But okay, you know what I think is stupid? I actually think it's stupid that she's not more powerful because, so as you said, this is an old unit. She's so old, she hasn't even been in the pool, right? You can't like pull a queen. So I guess like your only way of getting her, if you don't have her now, would be to spend a ton of UOCs to get her. So in that case, she's actually fairly rare. Like, yes, it's going to be easier to get, the amount of more queens on the banner, but technically you need 4 queens, right? Or actually, well, you need more. You would need 5 queens to get a NV, right?
Well, assuming we do it the same way as JP. JP gave 75 shards for free. We know we're getting 25 shards from the login. There were also 50 shards from a quest. So Global may add those to the raid milestones.
But then still 4, right? Or 2 plus Moogle.
Yes, you would still need the original ST Mard Queen to even get the EX1 from the shards.
I mean, and getting 4 queens from the banner, isn't that like, okay, I'm not a math whiz, Dream is not here, but that's probably close to being just as rare as pulling fucking Kurasame on banner, honestly.
It's a lot worse. The rainbows only have a 1% rate, so you would have a 4 times higher chance of getting Kurasame as opposed to 4 queens.
So that's fucking dumb. She should be stronger. Like I think, but in general, I think actually NVAs should be stronger. I think there's no reasoning at all for them not actually being stronger. I don't see it.
That JP does change directions on this design philosophy pretty soon. Let me real quick open my schedule. Yeah, they start making Neo Vision Awakening actually good. I think starting with Titus.
Oh, yeah, the unit I said was a crown upgrade unit. That's actually an NVA. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about a month and a half away from that, and then Galoof is really, really strong for Neo Vision Awakening. Barbarisha is okay. I guess she's not really that strong, but yeah, we actually do get a few Neo Vision Awakenings that are really, really strong.
Cool.
But there's also a few others that are not so great, like Citra coming out very soon. Is like,
oh man, they did Citra dirty again because like she was never good.
I mean, she's kind of like Queen, where like she's usable. It's just that she's going to be so far behind all the other options. It's like, what's the point?
Okay, but let's then move on to the second unit. A unit I have so many copies of. It's actually NVA Machina, and original Machina was a breaker. So I'm thinking, okay, NVA Machina with SLB. Does that mean he has sick ass brakes?
No, his brakes.
God damn it!
I think JP might have increased the potency, but his primary role is just SLB finisher. The only difference from Queen is that he's fire, Queen is thunder. They're otherwise pretty much a copy.
What a shame. I mean, he was a pure breaker, or, well, breaker / support chainer, I guess. There was a time where I actually did decent damage with the chains too, actually. But what a shame. I mean, because I saw that it says reduce defense in his kit, or in his SLB, I mean. So I was hoping, okay, maybe it's a 90% or something, but I guess not.
I'm checking his JP page now. No, the strongest break he has is 80%. So 80%. He's still, and that's pretty outdated these days.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's low. That's bad. I mean, that's barely stronger than what he had before. He had 75 before, so shame. I liked Machina. He's such a huge douche in the original game, like the worst person in the world. But for some reason, I've gotten so many of him, and I've used him for God knows how many trials back in the day when we had trials. I feel like every episode now, I'm going to have to start explaining what trials are to all new listeners that tune in, because like they have no idea.
Well, we have Clash of Wills, which could kind of qualify as a trial.
This Clash of Wills, yes, I'm actually enjoying this Clash of Wills a lot, Sinzar. How are you feeling about this one compared to the others?
I'm mixed. Let me clarify. I love it. I am so glad it's challenging. The reason I say I'm mixed is I'm concerned that because of all the people freaking out about it, Gumi is going to backpedal back into the face roll days.
Oh, yeah. I fully agree. I said the same thing on the episode that went live yesterday. Honestly, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the people are going to freak and nobody's going to do this cow, because I already see that like participation is low. And what I want to say is basically, people, you're proving them right that we don't deserve difficult content, challenging content, and trials. Okay, like you're telling them we need face roll bullshit. Okay, so don't.
Yeah. So the problem is they added this really challenging content, and they made it limited. This should have been a permanent trial. Then you could tell everyone freaking out about it. Who cares? Forget about it. Come back to it later.
Yeah. True.
But that's not an option. So they do kind of have some validity of complaining. It's so hard, I can't beat it, and in a week and a half, it's gone.
But that's a skewed expectation, though. It's a skewed expectation to expect you're always going to be able to beat everything. That means there's nothing in the game for you to grow towards. I know there's fear of missing out. I know it sucks to actually go into an event and know you can't get the best rewards and the free NVs and stuff. But, I mean, it's also a weird mindset. So if your expectation is to be able to always beat everything, then what the fuck, right? Like, then the game is going to be trivial. So sometimes you might expect to lose, is what I'm thinking. And it's not like the rewards are mind-numbingly overpowered that missing them is going to, just ruin your FFBE experience. I mean, people starting FFBE in 1 week from now will not have a chance at these rewards. So I don't know. I don't see the big deal. Honestly, I just think people are whiny, just whine, because I think this is a really fun event. I had so much fun just crafting a team of my own. I did take a lot of inspiration from your team, Sinzar, but I really tried to do something on my own. I even brought Kresnik, and I love this. I want more of this. So Gumi, please give me more of this and more of Shard Dungeon.
Yes, please bring both.
Yeah. Okay. But you did say, wait, didn't you say there was an upgrade to Ace's STMR to Vermilion Flag?
There's a whole bunch of the Type 0 STMRs in gear. Yeah, they're upgrading Machina's STMR, Ace's STMR, Rem's STMR, some other stuff. I actually don't have the news.
Oh, wait. So I see, okay. So I see Wildcard, FF Type 0. That's OG's Ace's TMR. Sorry, no, that's OG Ace's STMR.
No, that's the TMR of the new Ace.
Oh, okay, that's the TMR. What's the old Ace's STMR then?
Black Trump.
Oh, Black Trump. Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, yeah, okay. So this gets to be quite competent, I feel. Like 188 magic, 20% magic, LB 50%, 500 flat magic, I guess ace, but
You're actually looking at the Chronicle upgrade. That's different from the
oh,
login
okay,
upgrade.
my bad. I was looking at the wrong page. Let me navigate this, see if I do have it. Oh,
It's
yes,
under
here it is. Yeah.
miscellaneous updates.
Okay, so Excalibur got an attack bump. It's 180 now, I guess. Wildcard got a yeah, that got a bump, but that's also upgradable through the Chronicle, so it's actually going to be a lot better. And what did Vermilion Flag get?
Death immunity.
Oh,
they added
shit.
death immunity.
That's actually pretty good.
That is incredibly good because if you like, try hard in the arena like I do, and you're fighting at the top ranks, you fight these turn 1 Vanille or turn 1 Kate Sis, and if you don't have a full team of death immunity, you don't lose. You have to go to turn 2, which sounds just turn 2. Well, when you use every single arena orb, going to turn 2 is a big deal. You don't want to do that. Of course
it is. It sounds like absolute pain. Jesus. Okay. But this is good. So this is a really good thing then. I mean, and many people might even have multiple of these. So that's really nice, I guess. Okay. That's a really cool upgrade actually. Death immunity on Vermilion, because death immunity is fairly rare, right? Like I can only think of Genji Shield and the safety bit, and then there is isn't it Sayaka's STMR as well or something?
There's a few other sources. There's Genji Armor. Genji Armor gives 50%, so it's RNG.
Okay.
Sayaka's STMR, Umaro's STMR.
Oh,
now we've got the Neovision Kurasame STMR gives it as well.
Oh, okay.
And now we've also got Vermilion Flag. So at this point, we've got lots of sources.
Nice. Well, at least one more source is actually pretty good. Nice. I see Realms STMR gets a bit more magic. That's nice. What's Summon Eidolon? Oh, this is so wait, their abilities get upgraded or what?
Yes, it looks like they remove the mana cost from this. So from now on, like if on turn 1 of Kairos, for example, you can use this at 0 mana. It normally costs 120. After the update, it's free.
So it fills Evo Gauge. But did it always fill LB as well?
Yes. It fills LB AoE 40 crystals, and it fills the Esper gauge to maximum, and it kills the caster. That's all staying the same. The difference is it's no longer going to cost any MP.
Oh, okay. All right. And then they're buffing Katana Mastery. Oh my god, this is such a throwback. Remember when Katana Mastery was like the best materia in the game?
Yeah, it's actually sort of nice now for bulk. It still gives the 50 attack, but now it gives defense and spirit as well. So that's decent. And it also gives it gives magic for like Neovision's last well if you're using him still. It's good for him now.
Yeah, and it seems like you can upgrade it. I guess that's through Chronicle Battle.
No, that's actually for units that have it enhanced innately. So some units have that as an enhancement, they'll get better.
Okay.
But no, you can't upgrade the TMR.
Ah, okay. Too bad. Okay, but it's nice. Freebies are always nice. There are some decent upgrades, and of course, as everyone expected, we are getting the Terra EX upgrades. That's what we're getting this week. Why does this say Cloud though?
Yeah, this is like I don't know what Gumi's thinking with this. Like on the one hand, I guess they're giving us something we were missing. On the other hand, it's just these two, and it is so entirely worthless. These units are so old, these enhancements will not change anything whatsoever.
They are two NVAs, for Christ's sake, okay? They're giving EX abilities to NVAs.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing you bundle with a real update. Like, okay, it's time for Lord of the Seas Nicole's to get his EX2 abilities that are missing. We're going to do his, and we're going to toss on Cloud and Red into the mix as well. You don't do these as a standalone feature. Oh, it's Cloud and Red.
But
nothing
honestly,
changes.
What the fuck can they have for a reason to not give us the EX abilities of all units that have been lacking them so far? Like, they could just do a blip in the data and just release all of them, and it wouldn't literally change shit, right, Sinzar? Like, it's not, there's something groundbreaking in there, right?
As far as like making old units overpowered, not really. Probably the biggest EX upgrade would have been Cloud because of the unique Great Sword in Peril. And that.
But wait, didn't he get it?
He did. He
Yeah,
did. I'm saying if that had come on time, then he would have been kind of a big deal during his day and age with his upgrades.
right.
8 months ago, if he had gotten them when he should have. At this point, I can't think of any missing EX upgrades that are going to like totally throw the meta out of balance. Like they just won't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why they are not giving them.
I mean, I honestly sometimes really try to think of like the Gumi perspective, and also, of course, being a company that needs to make money. But for EX abilities, I cannot think of a single reason other than to make people fucking mad. Okay? Because, like, for
Exactly.
instance, I just want the Terra upgrades because I like Terra as a unit. It won't change shit because, like, it really won't, but I would just
Yeah.
like to have them.
Exactly. Like Terra got some good ones. But for example, where are the EX2 abilities for Emperor? He got them in JP. They made him really, really good. Was he meta? Absolutely not. Was he usable for a big Emperor fan like me? Yes, he was. And he was usable. And you could use him like in Dark Visions, he would pull his weight with the EX2 abilities. He was not going to top the damage charge. He doesn't come anywhere near Terra's burst, but he becomes usable. And they don't give us them. And fans of these units cannot use their favorites because they are so dead in the water outdated, and they
Yeah.
skip all the upgrades. Like
But
it
no,
really pisses me off, to be
I
completely
agree.
honest.
I fully agree. I feel your pain and your anger because I don't like. I just don't understand why they're not letting me enjoy my old units and just there's literally no reason unless there's like this huge technical problem with giving out EX abilities. Like I don't know. I am just very disappointed. I would just like to use these units and have fun with them anyway. I don't know. It's just weird, but I do feel that their design principle really is fuck old units. Like I know I'm being a bit harsh, but I really feel that's really what it is. They are not upgrading old units at all, and they don't care.
It's true. Like on this banner we're getting today, we were supposed to also get the 7-star upgrades for Benevolent Beauty Rim and Wildcard Ace. We can probably talk more about that during the Chronicle, where it's going to actually matter.
Okay.
But Global, as usual, is skipping them.
All right. That's so weird. And Red Ash is writing in the chat because it requires work and doesn't give profit. Well, I want to disagree with doesn't give profit, to be honest, because I think that, like, I mean, I think people are quitting because of this continued treatment. And I think that if you give people just a tiny bonus that doesn't reduce profit, you're probably going to have more people not quitting instead. But okay, I digress. Let's actually talk about the Chronicle. I actually stumbled into it when I was talking about the wildcards. So why are you saying, I guess Ace and Rem would be important because you would have a better bonus team for the Chronicle, right?
Well, not that. Well, there's two Chronicles. There's the Farming Chronicle, which is
Okay.
to upgrade the gear.
Right.
That one's face roll. Take whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. But the gear you upgrade, as you pointed out earlier, was Wildcard Ace's TMR.
Mhm.
And if you look, it gives exclusive bonuses to Wildcard Ace, just like Terra. Only he gets these bonuses. Now, these were supposed to go hand in hand with his 7-star upgrades. It made him a usable unit in today's game. But we're not getting his upgrades. So they're giving us the Chronicle to upgrade his TMR, to give him flat magic, more LB damage, but they're not giving us his 7-star upgrades to bring him in line with today's meta. So, like, it is, what is the point? It is such a slap in the face that they're giving this and they're skipping the unit. And
But
then
wait, did he get NVA or 7-star upgrades?
No, he did not. He got 7-star upgrades, kind of like Zach and all that. If you watch my JP video, like I cleared Assure with Zach using his 7-star upgrades. Like JP buffs these 7 stars nowhere near the meta level, but to be good enough. Like Crown Prince Noctis, remember everybody, oh, he was so strong as a 7-star. It was true. He was for the time. And we skipped that as well. But Ace and Rem got up 7-star upgrades, and they made them better. Not meta, far behind the meta, but they were usable on content. Whereas currently at 7-star, they're just not. They're really not.
Yeah, no, this is infuriating, to be honest. This is weird. And I can't, like, so you said there are 2 Chronicles. We're not getting the second one. So is there a chance that we're actually getting like a 2 weeks or double event thing or something?
No. We are getting the second Chronicle. The reason I said is different because the second Chronicle is the one kind of like Valley Garmanda. You go in, clear it once, and you're done. But this one is locked to Final Fantasy 0 units only. Now let that sink in for a minute. There's like 3. the 2 Neovision Awakens that most people aren't going to have because they're so ancient, they're not even in the pool anymore, and then the brand new Kurasame, which most people aren't going to pull for. So the only options were like the upgraded 7-star Rem and Ace. You would use them to DPS this guy. And now Global can't even do that. So what is Global going to do against this if he didn't pull for Kurasame?
I mean, can we even fucking fill a party with Type 0 units like in GL? Or I mean, with relevant units, right? Because like, okay, let's say you pull Kurasame. Okay, let's say you do that because you're a crazy Kurasame fan. You also have Queen and Machina. Okay, that's 3 units. Who the fuck else are you putting in your party? Like,
well, to be fair, Kurasame by himself can solo carry this. You would bring like Queen and Machina. You would use Summon Eidolon to kill them to fill Kurasame's LB.
Oh,
you would
okay.
do the regular non-SOB LB. Turn 2, you do it again. The boss is dead. Like Kurasame can very easily carry this.
Okay, so I guess it's just us plebs. We're screwed.
Yeah, for those of us that don't pull Kurasame and don't have an EX3 Machina or Queen, keep that in mind. That have to be EX3 to do all the missions because you have to kill by turn 3, which means you only can SOB on turn 3 if you have EX3.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can like so I guess you can try to pump your LB every turn, but you still need that big burst on turn 3 if you have the EX3. I honestly think I might have it for Machina. I don't think I have it for Queen.
No, it won't work. It won't work that way because the old LB, the non-SOB limit burst of Queen and Machina is not upgraded. It still has like a 6 modifier.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's completely and utterly.
So I guess I'm chaining then up until that turn, but the chaining is of course also much lower. So Lord,
it's terrible. Yes.
Wow, that's actually not great. Okay, for the life of me, I do not understand why this happened. This is just dumb. Okay, I just don't know. Just
to clarify, so people don't jump on me later. Like, if we did get Ace and Rem's upgrades, like they're not strong enough to carry the fight. Like, by all means, they are not going to carry the fight for you, but they would help. They would help you get there.
I mean, you might at least be able to, build a party of units where you can actually, I don't know, somehow break through this turn 3 limit, right?
Yes. Oh. And then also just to clarify as well, the turn 3 is only for the cosmetic badge. The turn 5 is the crystal.
Okay. Well, okay. Still, I just realized I am also an idiot because I have sold all my queens for, I think I have 2 queen STMRs. I've just sold them for trust coins. So I literally have 1 queen. I have a single queen, 5-star queen. So I'm not getting any queen NVA. Fuck that. Okay. This is great. No, this is really great.
You're killing me.
Yeah, I know. Okay, okay. In my defense, I've stopped selling units for trust coins now that I know that they can be used in other things. Okay, but yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see. So I am probably not gonna kill this in turn limit then, because I'm definitely not getting Kurasame, and I am, yeah, and I obviously only have Machina. That's the only unit I have. So by turn 5, probably not either. So let's see. Can you use friends for that? Like, could I use like a overpowered Kurasame friend?
No, it's just 5 of your own units.
Oof. So maybe I would want to create 2. Like, okay, I can't create 2 EX3 Machinas though. I can't do that. Okay.
You can if you have enough.
No, I don't. I have enough for 1. I don't have for 2.
Okay, but these Chronicle battles do not limit dupes. You can bring dupes if you really want to. And just as a little comedy thing, the boss at the end of turn 3 jumps. So on turn 4, you can't even damage the boss.
Wow. Okay, so you're just waiting until you're bursting on turn 3, and then hopefully, yeah. Okay, that's okay. But if I'm doing the 5-turn mission, if I had Queen, I could go to like turn 5, I guess, and then hopefully burst then.
Yes. The boss jumps at the end of turn 3, so you can hit him on turn 3, but in turn 4, he's in the air, and then he lands at the end of your turn 4, and then on turn 5, you can hit him again.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Well, this week is a doozy. A lot of some anger. I'm definitely feeling some anger myself, but also some happiness for the Shard Dungeon at least. There's that. So yeah, I don't know. I am not super happy about this direction where we're not getting old units. Let's see where it goes, to be honest. Let's see where it goes. So do you have anything you want to add, Sinzar, or do you feel done?
I guess I just point out that the raid is they're once again giving us unit locked killer materia, which is just pointless and dumb. But it's not really Gumi's fault. It's Alim did this. It's Gumi's fault for not changing it. They're just blindly following along and not fixing this problem. But
Yeah.
we're once again getting killers locked to one unit, which is just the stupidest.
I feel like really in general they're just low efforting through FFBE right now, and although to give them credit, they still do fantastic GLEX designed units, so that they still do. But like
They do.
everything from JP is just low effort, copy pasted, and then they just skip half of the units to don't translate them basically.
Yeah, like I'm not entirely sure like what the deal like is it just like a inner office rivalry between like Hiroki and Hirono? Like you don't touch my units, you only play your own game because they're just not fixing a lot of the problems from JP, like the units, the content. They're
Well,
just
they
copying and
used
pasting
to.
it as is. I know they used to for a long time. They would
Yeah.
like JP would make a bad unit, it would come to Global, and Global would fix it. That was
Right.
amazing, and they just stopped doing that.
They stopped doing that, and I don't know why. It's a huge shame. It's a huge shame. Well, I think we've exhausted this week's content at least, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much all the content, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for chilling, Sinzar. Let's see if this week is doable for many people. Like, what are people gonna feel when they can't do the Valley? Like, if they can't do the Chronicle battle, if they were pissed about Cow, like, what's gonna happen if they can't do the Chronicle battle? That's gonna be
I
interesting.
mean, just spoiler, I personally can't either. At least not in 3 turns. I can do it in 5 turns, but I don't have EX3 Queen or Machina, so I can't do it in 3 turns either.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right. Thanks everyone for chilling.
Later.